Shishi Guru Gauranga Gandharvika Giridhari Shishi Radha Vinod Bihari Ju ki Jai. Shri Govinda Gopinath Maran Mohan Ju ki Jai. Nittil Pravishtam Vishnubar Rashatara Shatashimar Bhaktivedanta Vaman Gosvāmī Mahārāja ki Jai. Nittil Pravishtam Vishnubar Rashatara Shatashimar Bhakti Vedanta Swami Maharaj Śrīla Prabhupada ki Jai. Nityalila Pravishtam Vishnupad Ashatara Shatashimar Bhakti Pragyan Keshav Gosvāmī Mahārāja ki Jai. Nityalila Pravishtam Vishnupad Ashatara Shatashimar Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Gosvāmī Prabhupada ki Jai. Swaparshad Śrīla Prabhupada ki Jai. Nityalila Pravishtam Vishnupad Ashatara Shatashimar Śrīla Gaur Kishore Mahabhagavat Śrīla Gaur Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj ki Jai. Nityalila Pravishta Śrīla Satchidananda Bhakti Vinod Thakur ki Jai. Nityalila Pravishta Vaishnav Sarvabhauma Śrīla Jagannath Das Babaji Maharaj ki Jai. Shri Rupa Nugagoriya Guru Varga ki Jai. Nityalila Pravishtam Vishnupad Ashatara Shatashimar Śrīla Bhakti Pramoda Purī Gosvāmī Mahārāja ki Jai. His 125th Adivas Vyas Puja Titi ki Jai. The Eve festival for Śrīla Bhakti Pramoda Purī Gosvāmī Mahārāja's 120th Vyas Puja ki Jai. All the devotees who are observing this festival ki Jai. Nityalila Pravishtam Vishnupad Shishimar Bhakti Rakshak Sridhar Gosvāmī Mahārāja ki Jai. Nityalila Pravishtam Vishnupad Ashatara Shatashimar Śrīla Bhakti Dayit Madhav Gosvāmī Mahārāja ki Jai. Nityalila Pravishtam Vishnupad Śrīla. Just all the parishads, all the associates of Śrīla Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Gosvāmī Prabhupada ki Jai. Shri Rupa Nugagoriya Guru Varga. Shri Baladev Vijibhushan Prabhu ki Jai. Śrīla Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur ki Jai. Shri Narottam Srinivas Shamananda Prabhu Trai ki Jai. Śrīla Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami Pad ki Jai. Shri Rupa Sanatan Bhatta Raghunath, Shri Jeev Gopal Bhatta Das Raghunath, Sharda Goswami Prabhu ki Jai. Shri Sarup Damodar Rai Ramanandari, Shri Gaur Parshad Vrinda ki Jai. Namacharya Śrīla Haridas Thakur ki Jai. Prem se kaho Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasari Gaur Bhakta Vrinda ki Jai. Shri Kshetra Mandala, Gora Mandala, Vraja Mandala, Mathura Vrindavan Dham ki Jai. Sarva Abhishta Padatta Giriraj Maharaj ki Jai. Shri Radha Kunda Shama Kunda ki Jai. Shri Amuna Devi Ganga Devi ki Jai. Shri Tulsi Maharani Vrinda Devi ki Jai. Shri Bhakti Devi ki Jai. Shri Purnamasi Yoga Maya ki Jai. Shri Gopeshwar Mahadev ki Jai. Shri Harinam Sankirtan ki Jai. Ananta Koti Vaishnav Vrinda ki Jai. Samagata Gaur Bhakta Vrinda ki Jai. Srinitai Gaur Premanande Hari Hari Bol. Nityalila Pravishtam Vishnupad Ashatara Shatashimar Bhakti Pramoda Purī Gosvāmī Mahārāja ki Jai. Tadiya Shubha Adivas Vyas Puja Titi ki Jai. Srinitai Gaur Premanande Hari Hari Bol. Hare Krishna. Nari Hari Prabhu and Bhavatarani Mataji. And let's see who's there on YouTube and Facebook. I see there's Vidya Lala Sadidi and Indira Mataji. Wow, Indira Mataji, so nice to see you live again. Here it will be tomorrow. Yes, also here in India it will be tomorrow. So it will be tomorrow for both of us. They're having a huge festival in Jagannath Puri right now. A devotee sent me a video of it, and it is quite grand, to say the least. So, one second, I'm just going to, because some friends of mine said that they were going to join. Ramananda said he was going to join and stuff, but I'm now okay, sorry, I was just sending a message to my friend so that he knows that that you can join now. So, we are going to read an article by Śrīla Bhakti Pramoda Purī Gosvāmī Mahārāja entitled Guru-sevā. This is a very heavy article, but very important. And so, I'm not going to take up any more time. Let's just get right into it. Actually, before I start, if you would like to have this article for yourself, like be able to read it on your own, I posted it on vineofdevotion.com. So, I'll show you. So if you type in vineofdevotion.com on your browser, wrong page, then you'll get this website, and see it's this first article right here, Guru-sevā. And then if you click on it, then we have this video that's going live right now on YouTube. And then also I give the links for this book that we've been reading every day, called A Life of Devotion. Well, we've been reading it the past couple, yesterday and today. Yesterday we read chapter 1, and today we read chapter 2, and we'll continue reading the following chapters from this book called A Life of Devotion. It's the biography of Śrīla Bhakti Pramoda Purī Gosvāmī Mahārāja. And it's such a beautiful book, so many details, my God. And so if you would like to join that, also I'll be doing that every morning. Haribol Ramananda Prabhu. Nice to see you. Okay, so let's begin. I'm going to open it on this, just to make the words big. Okay, so Guru-sevā. By Śrīmad Bhakti Pramoda Purī Gosvāmī Mahārāja. And this was published in Rays of the Harmonist. I think it was Kartik 2008. The benefit of sincere Shri Guru-sevā. Shri Bhagavan bestows his mercy upon the jiva by appearing before him in the form of Shri Guru. Other than serving Shri Guru's lotus feet, there is no way for the jiva to achieve the Lord's mercy. The indirect secondary result of serving Shri Guru-sevā, is that all anarthas, such as lust and anger, which are unfavorable for the development of Shuddha Bhakti and which originate from the three modes of material nature, are easily conquered. So that's the secondary result. But the direct result of Shri Guru-sevā is that one attains service at Shri Krishna's lotus feet. Yasya shakshad bhagavati jnana-dipa prade guru martyasa shrutang tasya sarvam kunjara shochavat. This is Śrīmad Bhagavatam 7:15-26. The meaning of this verse is that those who maintain the ill conception that Shri Guru is an ordinary mortal will find that all their efforts to recite mantras and hear and meditate upon the purports of scriptures ultimately bear no fruit. They are like the elephant who takes his bath only to immediately roll in the mud again. Shri Guru is Pratyaksha Bhagavan. He is the directly perceivable form of the Supreme Lord, and it is he who bestows the light of transcendental knowledge upon the jiva. The mysterious truth of Shri Guru Tattva. Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur has said, Shakshad Bhagavatiti Bhagavad Angsha Buddhir Api Guru Nakaryati Bhava. Never even consider Shri Gurudev to be a partial expansion of the Lord, Bhagavad Angsha. And it also says, Shakshad Dharitvena Samasta Shastrer Uktas Tata Bhavyata Eva Sarvi. Kintu Prabhurya Priya Eva Tasya Vande Guru Shri Charanara Vindam. All scriptures and saints declare that Shri Gurudev is the direct manifestation of Shri Hari himself. Shri Gurudev is in fact that self-same Vishai Vigraha, Shri Hari who is the object of the devotee's love, but in his aspect of Ashray Vigraha, the dearmost devotee of Krishna, or the abode of love for him. The form of Shri Guru is inconceivably one with Shri Krishna and different from him. So that's Sri Guru Vashtakam, verse 7. Truly, the worshipful object of our service, Sri Bhagavan, has personally appeared before me in the form of Sri Guru. Sri Guru is Sri Bhagavan's own manifestation as the eternal servant of Krishna, Nitya Sevak Vigraha. And at the same time, he is Sri Bhagavan's most dear one. All this is to be carefully considered. Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur raises the question. Sri Guru's own father, children, and neighbors consider him to be an ordinary human. Why is it that only his disciples consider him to be Parameshwar, the Supreme Lord himself? Srila Thakur then answers this question himself. He explains that whether Sri Bhagavan appears as Yadunandan Sri Krishna or as Raghunandan Sri Ram, he is certainly the Supreme Lord of all creation. Among those who took birth at the same time of one of his appearances, some thought of him as an ordinary human being. But does their opinion factually make him one? In the same manner, regardless of what other people may think of Sri Gurudev out of ignorance or according to a worldly relationship with him, his disciples will always consider him to be the non-different manifestation of Sri Bhagavan. Sri Bhagavan himself has declared, Nanvarta Kovida Brahman Varnashrama Vatam Iha Ye Maya Guruna Vacha Tarantyanjo Bhavarnavam. That's Śrīmad Bhagavatam 10:80-33. Means, O Brahmana, among those who adhere to Varnashram, they who easily cross beyond the ocean of material existence through the instructions I give as Guru are truly knowledgeable in matters of spiritual well-being. And Naham ijya prajatibhyam tapaso pashamena va tushyeyam sarvabhutatma guru shushushaya yata. That's Śrīmad Bhagavatam 10:80-34. Not by the ritual worship of ordained brahmanas, nor by austerity, nor by self-restraint can I, the soul of all beings, be so satisfied as by faithful service to Sri Guru. In this world, the birth-giving father is the first Guru. The one who gives Brahminical rites and instructions is the second Guru. And the one who instructs us in Bhagavat Tattva and gives us the Diksha mantra is the third Guru. This third Guru, the Diksha Guru, is indeed the most prominent and venerable. By his grace alone, the jiva crosses over the ocean of material existence and attains the fortune of finding the lotus feet of Sri Bhagavan. Bhagavan Sri Krishna Chandra, along with his dear friends Sri Sudama Vipra, resided in the home of their Gurudev. There, he exhibited the highest ideal of Guru-sevā. Bhagavan Sri Chaitanya Dev also exhibited the same glorious ideal of accepting shelter at the lotus feet of Sri Guru, Sri Guru Padashray, and rendering service to him. We just finished reading about that in our daily Chaitanya Bhagavat readings. That was the last chapter we just finished a couple days ago. Pretentious Guru-sevā will never bear any real fruit. With body, mind, and words, or with one's very life, one's wealth, one's intelligence, and one's speech, one must wholeheartedly serve Sri Guru. That which results in bringing joy to the object of worship, the seva vastu, is indeed called seva. Okay, that which brings joy to the object of worship, that is called seva. But a mere display of service, predominantly motivated by the ill purpose of securing personal gains, worship, or fame, can never be called seva. Diksha kale bhakta kore atma samarpan, Shei kale Krishna tare kore atma sama, Shei deha kore tar chiranandamay, aprakrita dehetar charana bhajar. Shri Chaitanya Charitamrita Antyalila 4:192 to 193. When the bhakta fully dedicates himself at the time of receiving Diksha, Shri Krishna makes him as spiritual as himself, permeating the bhakta's body with transcendence and bliss. With his spiritual body, the bhakta then worships Krishna's lotus feet. According to this statement compiled by a Mahajan, a great devotee and authority, to the extent that someone surrenders himself at the lotus feet of Sri Gurudev, he will be established in Diksha according to its actual meaning, and he will attain the qualification to render service to the lotus feet of Sri Krishna. On the other hand, if he simply identifies himself with the words initiated disciple, but neglects Sri Guru-sevā, or, on the pretense of performing Guru-sevā, if he leads an independent life absorbed in sense gratification, it cannot be accepted that he is actually living a life of devotion, or even truly searching for the supreme goal of human life, Paramartha. Filling the belly of oneself and one's bodily relatives with alms, wealth, or ingredients that have been collected under the pretext of using them for the service of Sri Bhagavan and his devotees is such an extremely serious offense that simply thinking of such an activity makes one's whole body tremble in fear. No offense is worse than maintaining one's livelihood by displaying Sri Vigraha for money, selling Mahaprasad, Charnamrita or Nama Mantra, or professionally discoursing on holy scriptures like the Śrīmad Bhagavatam. Whoa, it's heavy. Those who identify themselves as disciples cannot defend their identity as disciple or Guru Das if they live whimsically in transgression of the standards of discipline established by Sadguru and the Vaishnavas, or if they abandon fulfilling the heart's desire, the Manobhishta Seva of Sri Gurudev, and thereafter seek shelter in personal sense gratification on the pretext of doing seva and puja, ceremonial worship. Their style of living can never be considered pursuant of Paramartha, or transcendence. If one does not precisely follow the orders and instructions of Sri Gurudev without changing them, one can never do true good to oneself or others. Real Guru-sevā. We must assemble in an Ishtagoshti and deliberate specifically upon the eternally beneficial instructions or Vani of Srila Gurudev that have emanated from his lotus lips, or that he has recorded in devotional literatures, published in periodicals and journals, and so on. Okay, so we must assemble an Ishtagoshti. I think this could be considered an Ishtagoshti, right? And we're reading one of the articles that these periodicals. Yeah, because this is written for the weekly Gauḍīya. Okay, so we should do more of this. Accordingly, we must endeavor to fulfill his deepest wishes. This will indeed be called Shri Guru-sevā. Otherwise, as in Ekalavya's case, the efforts of someone who serves Guru according to his own whims, without considering whether the Guru is satisfied or not, can never be called Guru-sevā. Sri Gurudev never accepts the service rendered by one so arrogant. Conceited so-called service performed by one whose motive is to compete with the Vaishnavas for personal name and fame, as though they were his opponents, or who hankers for disciples and wealth, can never be equivalent to real seva. On the other hand, what to speak of being free from pride? Someone who engages in true seva will feel a mood of utter humility rising in his heart day by day, and he will feel himself to be more insignificant than the straw on the street. Along with that, he will become as tolerant as a tree, which never asks for anything, yet gives everything. He will become devoid of the desire to be respected by others, and he will develop the tendency to give respect to all. filled with transcendental humility, he will always be absorbed in chanting the holy name of Krishna. Wow, okay, so how do we know if we're actually performing Guru-sevā? If that third verse, if that third verse from Shikshashtakam is really becoming, if those four things are developing within us, then we know that we're actually performing Guru-sevā, otherwise it's not. One attains perfection in all types of endeavors exclusively by pleasing Sri Gurudev. By pleasing him, one's perception of difference, of bhed between Shri Krishna's holy name, Shri Krishna Nam, his deity form, Shri Krishna Vigraha, and his own internal form and nature, Shri Krishna Sarup, will be dispelled, and knowledge will awaken within him that the holy name, Shri Nam, is personally Shri Krishna's own form of eternity, knowledge, and bliss, his Satchid Ananda Sarup. His form is the very embodiment of all transcendental humors. It is eternal, pure, completely liberated. That is to say, it is free from even the faintest scent of illusion. When the conception arises that Nam and Nami, or Sri Harinam and Sri Hari himself, are non-different, then the 10 offenses to the holy name will be eradicated, and one will become qualified to attain the real mercy of Sri Nam. The truly magnanimous nature of Sri Guru. Sri Gurudev is the non-different manifestation of Sri Bhagavan. He appears in this material world just to dispel the darkness of ignorance and bestow Vishuddha Prem Bhakti, absolutely pure loving devotion upon the jivas. Sri Gurudev, who is the ocean of mercy and who becomes distressed upon seeing the suffering of others, accepts so much pain for the sake of distributing this precious love. Sri Guru accepts so much pain for the sake of distributing this precious love. For this great treasure, the only price is sincere greed, like our Srila Gurudev would always say. That invaluable love will never be achieved through mockery. One who displays such mockery, which is completely disrespectful to Sri Guru, will suffer in hell for an unlimited period of time. If, without duplicity, someone accepts the shelter of the lotus feet of Sri Guru, which are the source of fearlessness and freedom from grief, and which are the basis of immortality, then, even if he is sinful, aggressive, a fool, a wretch, poorly behaved, ill-behaved, or even the worst behaved person, then Sri Guru will never deprive him of his mercy. Wow, I'm just going to reread that. That's so beautiful. If without duplicity, someone accepts the shelter of the lotus feet of Sri Guru, which are the source of fearlessness and freedom from grief, and which are the basis of immortality, then even if he is sinful, aggressive, a fool, a wretch, poorly behaved, ill-behaved, or even the worst behaved person, then Sri Guru will never deprive him of mercy. Such a Guru never sees the faults of others. Such a Guru never sees the faults of others and always delivers the fallen souls. No one is the friend of our heart like he is. Our sole aspiration, our sole source of life is his causeless mercy and our unpretentious dedication to him. The antithesis of real service. Those unfortunate, arrogant disciples who pretentiously display themselves as more knowledgeable than their Guru go as far as trying to rectify Sri Gurudev. They try to change the example he set for proper conduct, his achara-dhara, as well as the precepts he propagated, prachara-dhara. And they attempt to introduce their own special style of conduct and precepts. Due to the severe aparad, the offense of disrespectfully considering Sri Gurudev to be an ordinary mortal being, they bring about their own destruction and pave the way to destruction for many others. Just as it is an aparad to consider a bona fide guru to be a false one, promoting a false guru as bona fide is equally offensive. None of the endeavors to perform seva by someone entangled in the aparad of disrespecting Sri Guru can be considered Guru-sevā or Bhagavat seva. This so-called seva accomplishes nothing more than simply exposing the self-pride of such people. Okay, this is the key right here. Is the service I'm rendering being accepted by Sri Gurudev? Is the service I'm rendering being accepted by Sri Gurudev? This question must be reflected upon at every moment and at every step. Without considering this, the only thing one can accomplish through one's whimsically motivated activities or use of energy, wealth, intelligence, and words is the momentary gratification of one's senses. When mimicking the loving service of Sri Gurudev's dearmost associates through hard work and large donations, when mimicking the loving service of Sri Gurudev's dearmost associates through hard work and large donations is rooted in a spirit of competition, and when it is done out of envy by those who are discontented by the glories of others, then it will never be Sri Guru-sevā. If genuine endeavors to perform Sri Guru-sevā, envy and arrogance do not exist at all, rather humility is quickly kindled, and any intention to cause distress to others is unable to find a place in one's heart. Then a heart-rending prayer full of intense, earnest pleading for the opportunity to perform seva will arise. Will Sri Gurupad Parma be merciful upon me, his fallen servant, and accept my service? The greatest danger for the jiva. What is seva? I will certainly show them. What do they know about seva? Only I know its real meaning. This arrogant mentality is completely unfavorable for Sri Guru-sevā. If someone's heart is full of dispositions that are unfavorable to bhakti, such as enviousness, enmity, and violence, then, no matter how much he makes an external display of bhajan, he is certainly deprived of Bhakti Devi's mercy. As a result of his offenses at the lotus feet of Bhakti Devi, attachments to mundane sense objects will at once manifest in his heart. Thereafter, the tendency to profess himself to be a Vaishnava will manifest, a tendency rooted in the wickedness of fulfilling his desires to enjoy sense objects on the pretense of serving Sri Hari, Guru, and Vaishnavas. At that time, the predilection to remain under the guidance of Vaishnavas and serve them will no longer prevail. Surely, being cast out of bhakti's shelter is the only factual disaster for the jiva. The cause of this severe disaster is none other than his offense at the lotus feet of Sri Guru and Vaishnavas. As a consequence, the desires to enjoy wealth, women, and fame drastically increase within his heart. In fact, according to the logic yadrishi bhavana yasya siddhir bhavati tadrishi, the fulfillment of one's desires upon attaining perfection is in accordance with the thoughts one had during the phase of spiritual practice. So according to that logic, that whatever you're thinking about when you're performing sadhan, that will be what you attain. These worldly enjoyments become easily available to such people. However, the unfortunate jivas cannot understand their own undoing. They simply spend all their time madly engaged in sensual pleasures. They lose all sense of proper conduct in relation to bhakti and become entangled in various forms of ill behavior. Thus, their hypocrisy and artificiality verily increases. May the most worshipful Sri Guru Pad Parma, out of his causeless compassion, bestow his mercy upon me, so that I may attain the qualification to selflessly serve his lotus feet according to his manobhishta, while remaining in the anugatya of his dearmost associates. That is the prayer. I'm going to reread that. May the most worshipful Sri Guru Pad Padma, out of his causeless compassion, bestow his mercy upon me, so that I may attain the qualification to selflessly serve his lotus feet according to his manobhishta, while remaining in the anugatya of his dearmost associates. This is the sole prayer of a fallen soul like me, according to the principle of subservience to the servant of the servant of the servant. Amito Vaishnava e buddhi hoile amani naha boyami pratishta shayasi hridaya dushibe hoi bonirayagami. That's from the song Kripa Koro Vaishnav Thakur from Sri Kalyana Kalpataru, the third section, Uchvas, second part, song 8. I will not be free from expectations of honor if I maintain the mentality that I am a Vaishnav. Desiring prestige, my heart will become dirty, and I will be bound for hell. Translated from the monthly Gauḍīya, year 4, number 5. And it appeared in Rays of the Harmonist, issue number 18, Kartik 2008. Wow, so much in that article. This is like the kind of thing we need to, every Vyas Puja, this is like the article, or just any time, really. Let's sing that song that he ended with, this verse here. We can sing, let me just find it, one sec. I'm just gonna open up Gauḍīya Giti Gucho, one second. I'm gonna drink some water. Also, if anybody has anything that any thoughts, any related quotes or anything that they want to share, feel free at any time to just come in. Okay, so Shri Gauḍīya Giti Gucha. Okay, one second, let me just find it. Kripa Koro. Let's see. What's a keyword? Sambandha Janiya. There. Okay. Oh, I need to do some formatting. Okay. So this is by Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur. Please bestow your mercy, O Vaishnav Thakur, so that as I come to know my relationship with Sri Krishna and that which is near and dear to him, and I continue to engage in bhajan, my false ego will be dispelled. If I develop the idea that I am a Vaishnav, this is what we ended off with, this verse. Then if I develop the idea that I am a Vaishnav, then I will never become humble. My heart will become contaminated with the desire to receive honor from others, and I shall go to hell. I will know myself to be your servant, having given up the false conception of being Guru. With sincerity, I shall always honor your remnants, the water that has washed your feet, and the dust of your feet. If I consider myself to be superior to all, and give my remnants and so forth to others, the weight of my false pride will become very heavy. Thus, always remaining in the mood of your disciple, I will not accept worship from others. If I renounce the desire for honor for myself, and instead offer all respect to others, then you will give me the qualification to perform kirtan. Without duplicity, I shall cry and roll on the ground at your lotus feet. Oops. Okay, I'll just make the text a little bit bigger and then we'll sing. Oops, forgot to. Oops, wrong song. Okay, sorry. Okay, there. Okay, I'm just getting my mridanga and then we'll start. Kripa karo Vaishnava Thakur, Kripa karo Vaishnava Thakur, Sambandha janiya Bhajite bhajite abhimana hotu, Sambandha janiya Bhajite bhajite abhimana hotu, Kripa karo Vaishnava Thakura, Kripa karo Vaishnava Thakur, Amito Vaishnava e buddhi hoile amani na hoboyami, Amito Vaishnava e buddhi hoile amani na hoboyami, Pratishta shayasi hridaya doshive, Pratishta shayasi hridaya doshive, Hoi boneraya gami, Hoi boneraya gami, Tomara kinkara apane janibo, Guru abhimana tyaji, O tomar kinkar apane janibo, Guru abhimana tyaji, O tomara yochishta pada jalarino, tomara yochishta pada jalarino, sada nishkapate bhaji, sada nishkapate bhaji, tomara yochishta pada jalarino, sada nishkapate bhaji, sada nishkapate bhaji, nije shrishta jani uchishta didane, habe abhimana bhar, nije shrishta jani uchishta didane, habe abhimana bhar, Thai shishya tava thakiya sarvada, Thai shishya tava thakiya sarvada, naloibo puja kara, শিষ্য তব থাকিয়া সর্বদা না লইব পূজাকার, না লইব পূজাকার। হয়া মানি মানদ হইলে কীর্তনে অধিকার দিবে তুমি। হয়া মানি মানদ হইলে কীর্তনে অধিকার দিবে তুমি। তোমার চরণে নিষ্কপটে আমি, ও তোমার চরণে নিষ্কপটে আমি কান্দিয়া লুটিব ভূমি, কান্দিয়া লুটিব ভূমি। ও তোমার চরণে নিষ্কপটে আমি কান্দিয়া লুটিব ভূমি, কান্দিয়া লুটিব ভূমি। অধিকার দিবে তুমি, অধিকার দিবে তুমি। তোমার চরণে নিষ্কপটে আমি কান্দিয়া লুটিব ভূমি। কৃপা করো বৈষ্ণব ঠাকুর, কৃপা করো বৈষ্ণব ঠাকুর। ও সম্বন্ধ জানিয়া ভজিতে ভজিতে, সম্বন্ধ জানিয়া ভজিতে ভজিতে অভিমান হও দূর, অভিমান হও দূর। ও সম্বন্ধ জানিয়া ভজিতে ভজিতে অভিমান হও দূর, অভিমান হও দূর। হরে কৃষ্ণ, হরে কৃষ্ণ, কৃষ্ণ কৃষ্ণ হরে হরে, ও হরে রাম, হরে রাম, রাম রাম হরে হরে। হরে কৃষ্ণ, হরে কৃষ্ণ, কৃষ্ণ কৃষ্ণ হরে হরে, হরে রাম, হরে রাম, রাম রাম হরে হরে। হরে কৃষ্ণ, হরে কৃষ্ণ, কৃষ্ণ কৃষ্ণ হরে হরে। হরে রাম, হরে রাম, রাম রাম হরে হরে। হরে কৃষ্ণ, হরে কৃষ্ণ, কৃষ্ণ কৃষ্ণ হরে হরে। হরে রাম, হরে রাম, রাম রাম হরে হরে। হরে কৃষ্ণ, হরে কৃষ্ণ, কৃষ্ণ কৃষ্ণ হরে হরে। হরে রাম, হরে রাম, রাম রাম হরে হরে। হরে কৃষ্ণ, হরে কৃষ্ণ, কৃষ্ণ কৃষ্ণ হরে হরে। হরে রাম, হরে রাম, রাম রাম হরে হরে। Swaparshara Jaya Gora Hare, Swaparshara Jaya Gora Hare, Jaya Prabhupada, Prabhupada, Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Prabhupada, Jaya Swaparshara Śrīla Prabhupada, Swaparshara Śrīla Prabhupada, Jaya Swaparshara Śrīla Prabhupada, Swaparshara Śrīla Prabhupada, Jaya Bhakti Pragyan Śrīla Keshav Gosvāmī, Bhakti Pragyan Śrīla Keshav Gosvāmī, Jaya Bhakti Pragyan Śrīla Keshav Gosvāmī, Bhakti Pragyan Śrīla Keshav Gosvāmī, Jaya Bhakti Pramoda Purī Gosvāmī, Bhakti Pramoda Purī Gosvāmī, Jaya Bhakti Pramoda Purī Gosvāmī, Bhakti Pramoda Purī Gosvāmī, Jaya Bhakti Vedanta Swami Prabhupada, Bhakti Vedanta Swami Prabhupada, Bhakti Vedanta Swami Prabhupada, Bhakti Vedanta Swami Prabhupada, Jaya Guru-sevā, 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 Jaya Guru-sevā, Jaya Guru-sevā, 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 Jaya Guru-sevā, Jaya Vaishnav Thakur, Vaishnav Thakur, Vaishnav Thakur, Jaya Vaishnav Thakur, Jaya Vaishnav Thakur, Vaishnav Thakur, Vaishnav Thakur, Jaya Vaishnav Thakur, Hari Bol, 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 Nitai Gaur Hari, oh Nitai Gaur, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaur Hari Bol, Nitai Gaur Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaur Hari Bol, Shinitai Gaur Premanande, Hari Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Jai Shri Radhe.
Ora
Ramananda, would you like to do
Premanande,
Hari Bol, Hari Hari Prabhu, Dandavat Pranams. Hare Krishna. And Bhavatarini Mataji if she's there. Ramananda, would you like, oh sorry, were you going to say something?
No, oh, no, just so sweet, so sweet. I wish one day, one of my aspirations is that I could learn Mridanga from you.
I don't know. Hare Krishna. But yeah, really, Srila Bhakti Pramoda Purī Gosvāmī Mahārāja's articles and Param Gurudev's articles, they're like, they get through any kind of pretentiousness, any kind of crap that's there. They just get through all of it and just get right to like, it's, yeah. Also, all of our acharyas, Srila Gosvāmī Mahārāja, Srila Prabhupada, all of our acharyas. Yeah, anyways. So I'm just grateful to have this opportunity to be able to read with all of you. And yeah, thank you so much.
Well, thank you, Madhukar Prabhu. This is my favorite. One time, Gurudev many times asked me to speak about Guru Maharaj and Sri Guru. And this is the verse that, I've focused on it. Shashadhari, Janasana Shashad, the seventh verse of Guru Vastakam. And how well he just, really pinpoints, what's most essential to be a true disciple. And that's so valuable, so precious, and we want, how to please Gurudev, how to be a true, sincere disciple.
Yes.
Yeah, so that's wonderful. And I love the book that you were reading today too. It's,
the
biography.
Wonderful.
Yes, yes.
her daughter Rukmini Didi is here right with us right now. Actually, Haribol Rukmini Didi.
All right. Thank you, Didi.
Yeah, so I'm going to continue that reading. So far, we've had 2 readings from that. We read the first and second chapters, and tomorrow I'll read the 3rd chapter, and maybe we'll continue on until we reach the end of the book because it's so nice, so juicy, so many details. Also, I feel like it almost like transports you back to that time period. You feel like you're there. It's because there's just so many little details, and so yeah. If anybody wants to join that, I'm reading every day from 7:00 a.m. till like 8:30, so 1.5 hours every morning. That's like probably like 1 o'clock in the morning for Ramananda Rule.
Yeah.
It's some ridiculous time.
Yeah.
But yeah, if anybody wants
Yeah,
to join that. Also, you can watch the replay if you want to watch that. And also, if you go, there's a website. God, I forgot what the link is. It's on vineofdevotion.com. I just posted an article there. I posted this article that we read on vineofdevotion.com, and I give the links to our readings for that book, biography of Srila Bhakti Pramoda Purī Gosvāmī, written by Deva Mai Mataji. And you can find the link to that book also if you just want to read it on your own. Yeah, and
the details are awesome. I love the descriptions of monsoon and before that and Mayapur, and what did they had to. I mean, there was no roads. They had to walk on the paddy fields in that promontory, that little clay thing. I don't know how you call that precisely, but wow, amazing. And right in the middle of it is Param Guru, my Param Guru, Gurudev with such a powerful and amazing personality right there, like when he will come, this described. I mean, it's true, it takes you there. And
I really love the part because Srila Bhakti Pramoda Purī Gosvāmī Mahārāja, he was the editor-in-chief of the Dainik Nadia Prakash, the daily newspaper that went out, and so that's like a really big position. And
yes.
And then he would have to carry like any parcels and any luggage and any things that would come into the mat there. He would have to carry it on top of his head and walk through those rice fields. And so then the brahmacharis would make fun of him and joke, say, "Oh, here comes the big editor of Dainik Nadia Prakash," like carrying this massive load on his head like a worker or something like that.
How humble. Humble. Hard worker. Amazing.
Yes. Oh, and I'm seeing so many other devotees are here. Haribol, Pradyumna Prabhu, Mantaramurti Mataji, Karuna Didi, JJ, whoever that is, pranams, and everybody else. Hare Krishna. Yeah, and Srila Bhakti Pramoda Purī Gosvāmī is also the Guru Maharaj of Rukmini Didi, who's here. So, do I have the Sri Guru Gaur Gopal Prashasti? Yes. That was, okay, so there's something called the Gaur Gopal Prashasti, which was written by Srila Bhakti Pramoda Purī Gosvāmī Mahārāja. I have it, the Bengali book here. It was translated also by Deva Mai Mataji, the one who wrote this biography, Rukmini's mother. So it's very long, but it is amazing. Amazing, amazing. Maybe we can sing it tomorrow. Yeah, I think we're going to go overtime tomorrow because it's, such a special day. But it's the 125th Vyas Puja of Srila Bhakti Pramoda Purī Gosvāmī. Somebody just sent me a 5-minute video of the festival that their main festival they're having is in Jagannath Puri. And my God, I have never seen such a huge procession of devotees. Like all the ladies, well, actually we had some pretty big processions, but it's still pretty amazing. Like all the ladies are dressed up in the same outfits with the same makeup and the same hair decorations. Like they really got into it. They look so beautiful, like hundreds of ladies. And like on our processions, we'd give the ladies all the same sari, but this time they're all wearing even like the same makeup and everything. It's like really pukka. And there's different groups of ladies. Like there'll be ladies carrying, each carrying like a big like ghee lamp in their hands. And then there'll be a huge group of ladies all like, I don't know, doing something like blowing conch shells. Then there'll be a huge group of ladies all, like they were all walking like side by side. Be a huge group of ladies doing chamar, and then there'll be a big kirtan party, massive kirtan party, and then behind that will be another kirtan party, and it just goes on and on and on. There's a video of somebody just going down this huge crowd for this occasion of Śrīla. Yes, a massive festival that was on the Grand Road. Yeah, so big occasion now, and I guess that's all. Sorry, I'm going on a rant. So I guess I'll do Jaidwani and we'll end for today. And yeah, hope to see you all. Oh, and Rukmini Didi says that it is also the appearance day of Chitra Gopi. Interesting. Huh. Oh, Hare Krishna Yamuna Lila Didi. Hare Krishna. Okay, so I'll do Jaidwani.
Oh, that's really interesting, because Chitra, she's the artist, isn't she? And she does the portrait, the Lord Krishna like that. And I thought it's interesting how he switched careers from. It was my career actually. I chemical engineering, and so physics, math, and all that stuff. And he switched it to the arts. He got a bachelor's in liberal arts. It was interesting.
Huh, very interesting.
What really made me stay and join the movement was that I had to translate Prabhupada's books from day one, and come to, it transformed my life. My father couldn't believe, I just came from Europe, from England. It was 1971. I was pretty disillusioned with society and like that. But nevertheless, I was going to continue my career. I took a year off, and I have met devotees in Berkeley and in London and like that. Everywhere I went to New York and like that. Harinam Sankirtan was there, but never really anybody explained the philosophy. And what better to read Prabhupada and let himself explain. And so that's what really made me stay. And so and my sister was into printing, and she had her own company, a graphic designer too, but she, so we were really into talking and dreaming about, these books being printed and like that. So yeah, I can see, I don't know, it was just really wonderful to hear about that, how book printing and distribution was, especially book printing knowledge, so important to Śrīla Bhaktisiddhanta Bhakti Thakur.
Yes.
What service?
We're going to be reading more about that tomorrow. Or no, actually, I think we already read. We'll be reading tomorrow about how the most important is not the temple made out of bricks, but the temple in the form of these literatures that go out everywhere, and also the temple of Bhagavan within the heart. Yes, within the heart of the devotee. So, yeah, this is. All right.
When Gurudev came to our house,
yes.
Probably real short. When Gurudev came to our house in Narayan Maharaj, and the devotee was there, some devotees came, and they were showing, oh, look what Bhatrini did. She painted Radha Krishna in a coconut. We used to, send them to people and like that. And anyhow, Gurudev said, but I want her now to paint in her heart, Radha Krishna in her heart. So this, in her heart, I want her to do that. So what you say, what he said today, the temple of the books and the temple of the heart, rather than the temple of bricks.
Yes. Jai Ho. Ramananda Prabhu, would you like to do the Jaidwani to end the program?
Oh no, you do them so well.
I don't really, but whatever. Yeah. If you don't want to do it, I'm not going to force you.
No, yeah, because I'm doing payments, so it will go a bit funny.
Okay, yeah.
But thank you for offering.
No problem. Jai Shishi Guru Gauranga Gandharvika Giridhari Shishi Radha Vinod Vihari Ju ki Jai Shri Govinda Gopinath Maran Mohan Ju ki Jai Nityal Pravishtam Vishnupar Ashata Shishmar Śrīla Bhakti Pramoda Narayan Gosvāmī Mahārāja Śrīla Guru-sevā ki Jai Nityal Pravishtam Vishnupar Ashata Shishmar Śrīla Bhakti Pramoda Vaman Gosvāmī Mahārāja ki Jai Nityal Pravishtam Vishnupar Ashata Shishmar Śrīla Bhakti Pramoda Swami Mahārāja Śrīla Prabhupada ki Jai Nityal Pravishtam Vishnupar Ashata Shishmar Śrīla Bhakti Pramoda Purī Gosvāmī Mahārāja ki Jai. Tatiya Shubha 125th Vyas Puja Adivas Titi ki Jai. Jai Nityal Pravishtam Vishnupara Shatara Shatashishmad Srila Bhakti Pragyan Keshav Goswami Mahārāja ki Jai Nityal Pravishtam Vishnupara Shatara Shatashishmad Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Prabhupada ki Jai Saparikara Srila Prabhupada ki Jai Nityal Pravishta Maha Bhagavat Srila Gaur Kishore Das Babaji Mahārāja ki Jai Nityal Pravishta Srila Satchidananda Bhakti Vinod Thakur ki Jai Nityal Pravishta Vaishnav Sarvabhauma Srila Jagannath Das Babaji Mahārāja ki Jai Shri Rupa Anuga Guru Varga ki Jai Shri Rupa Sanatan Bhatta Raghunath Shri Jeev Gopal Bhattadasa Raghunath Shara Goswami Prabhu ki Jai Shri Sarup Damodar Rai Ramanandari Shri Gaur Parshad Vrinda ki Jai Namacharya Shri Haridas Thakur ki Jai Prem se kaho Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasari Gaur Bhakta Vrinda ki Jai Shri Kshetra Mandala Gaura Mandala Vraja Mandala Mathura Vrindavan Dham ki Jai Sarva Abhishta Pradatta Giriraj Maharaj ki Jai Shri Radha Kund Shama Kund ki Jai Shri Yamuna Devi Ganga Devi ki Jai Shri Tulsi Maharani Vrinda Devi ki Jai Shri Bhakti Devi ki Jai Shri Purnamasi Yoga Maya ki Jai Shri Gopeshwar Mahadev ki Jai Shri Harinam Sankirtan ki Jai. All the associates of Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Prabhupada ki Jai, and all the intimate friends of Srila Bhakti Pramoda Purī Gosvāmī Mahārāja ki Jai, and all the followers of Srila Bhakti Pramoda Purī Gosvāmī Mahārāja ki Jai, and everybody following this occasion of his 120th Vyas Puja ki Jai. Shri Harinam Sankirtan ki Jai, Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrinda ki Jai, Samagata Gaura Bhakta Vrinda ki Jai, Shri Radha Gopinath Ju ki Jai, Shri Gopinath Gauriya Mat ki Jai, Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrinda ki Jai, Samagata Gaura Bhakta Vrinda ki Jai, Shri Nitai Gaur Premanande Hari Hari Bo.
Hari Bol.
Vrindai Tulsi Devai Priyai Keshava Shacha Krishna Bhakti Pradadevi Sattavatai Namo Namaha Vancha Kalpatarubhyashta Kripa Sindhubhya Evacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha. Dandavat pranams everybody. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. I actually wanted to
forgive
do,
my interruption.
No, that's I love it when you interrupt. I mean, you're not interrupting. Sorry. I said that anybody who wants to contribute anything, please do. I wanted to actually do a really nice recording of this article, and I use a proper mic, make sure everything's quiet around me, and practice each sentence, and then do one sentence at a time. So it's but because I didn't have time to do that, I just ended up going live. But it's actually a lot nicer doing it live with other devotees, so I think it's okay. But, anyways,
Yeah.
maybe I might do another version where it's better quality. Anyhow. All right, so thank you so much for joining. Dandavat pranams, Nari Hari Prabhu, Ramananda Prabhu, Rukmini Didi, Veera Mataji, Bhavatarani Mataji, Hari Bo.
Haribo, Haribo.
Hari Bo. Yamuna Lila Didi, who else is there? Karuna Didi, Vidya Lalasa Didi, and I see, there's a bunch of other people. There's 11 people there. So pranams to all of you, and I hope you have a wonderful observance of this festival. And and I hope if you're able, it'd be nice to see you tomorrow for reading A Life of Devotion, his biography. And all right, that's all. Hare Krishna. Dandavat pranams. Hari Bol.
Hari Bol.
Hari Bol.